Coffee time!
Chug your mug and burn your bud. It's time for Coffee Pot with Nardo and Sids. I'm Sids.
And I'm Nardo.
Alright. So, there is this lady, this 54-year-old mother, who was a former heroin addict. And, she got arrested for beating up her son's drug dealer with a baseball bat.
Yeah. Arrested?
Yep.
For community service?
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, she's facing a $1,000 fine and up to a year in jail. Yep.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
People do crazy things.
Right? It doesn't seem that crazy to me. Like, that's... I guess that's something my mother would do. But... you know. So I guess maybe that's why it doesn't seem as crazy to me.
I mean, I could see it happening, really, I guess.
Yeah.
It's goofy, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right? Yeah.
I heard about a man who called 911 80 times.
80 times?
Right, that's not the weird part, though. He was asking them to get and deliver to him pot, burgers, and Kool-Aid.
What?
Yeah.
Gonna die without those things. I've had that thought
apparently.
before. I've had that feeling that I would die without those things. I don't know if I would call 911 over it, but 80
He had
times.
to be high, right?
That's what I wanted
really
to know.
high.
How much pot did he already smoke? 80 times?
I'm not even thinking pot. Like, to call 911 and think that someone is going to bring you pot,
Well, how old was
burgers, and Kool-Aid? 34.
34. Wow, yeah, he had to be on something else.
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Wow. A lot of crazy stuff happens in Florida.
Every time it's Florida, it's something crazy like
right?
this.
Yeah.
As soon as you're like 80
ridiculous.
times, and then you keep
80
reading.
times? Like... I feel like after the first 10,
day.
wouldn't they have sent someone there?
You would think.
Like an officer?
They did. They did eventually.
At some point.
He was arrested for misusing the 911 system.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't think it was going to take 80 phone calls, though.
Yeah, that actually is surprising.
I figured
Come to
after
think
like
of it.
10, they would, after like 10, they would know that there's, he's not calling for any good reason.
One time, my brother called 911 and hung up the phone, and then a cop showed up.
Yeah.
One time.
Just the one time, yeah. That's why I'm like, I can't believe he got away with it 80 times before someone showed up. Ridiculous. Well, there is these two guys who were supposedly selling pain relief medication on Craigslist.
Right.
But it was actually heroin.
Oh.
They sold it to an undercover cop. Yeah. 40 bags of heroin. Daniel Bigelow and Gustavo something Jerome. Yeah.
I mean, like, who did they think wanted to buy a bunch of pain medication on Craigslist?
That's what I was like. I don't know. Maybe, it was like a code that they used for certain people. And they had, regular customers, but also other customers. Obviously, they're not too smart, so... I don't know.
That's a doozy.
Yeah, 40 bags worth. And this other guy took a bunch of LSD. Also, this guy was in Florida too. Yep, another Florida. Took a bunch of LSD, and then when the cops showed up, he told them to cut off his penis.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they didn't do it, right?
Nope. Obviously not. No.
That's not what cops do, right?
Right? I really hope they don't do that. I mean, yeah. He also said that he was God.
Yeah.
So, he was tripping pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Jealous.
Cut off my penis. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I can't imagine ever wanting that for any reason.
No, never. Not at all. I can't.
I'm high. I want to eat this cupcake. That I understand.
Yeah, that I get. Totally.
I see the motivation behind it.
I've even been like, I'm way too high, and I don't want to be high anymore. But that doesn't mean I want someone to cut off my penis.
Right.
I don't see how that's helping at all.
I might be dreaming. Or better yet.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. To make sure that this is real, there's only one way.
So, in Chicago, a 14-year-old boy, you went on his iPad and to a hookup website.
Yep.
And he made a date with this 22-year-old woman who came to his house, told him to take off his pants, and then sprayed him in the eyes with pepper spray and took his piggy bank and his iPad.
Oh my god. Wow. What an evil bitch.
The story he was going to tell his friends the next day dramatically changed.
Yeah, big time. But boy, did he learn an important lesson about women.
Yeah.
Oh.
She didn't even have sex with him.
Yeah, nope. Mm-mm.
It's one thing to expect some money then.
Right, yeah. She stole his money.
And the piggy bank and the iPad, that's just so...
Right. What a bitch.
I assume he told his mom, which was probably the worst conversation he's ever had.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure, because he got pepper sprayed, so there's no hiding that. That's fucking...
So then she called the cops.
Right.
And they almost immediately arrested this woman because they tracked the iPad as soon as she turned it on.
Right, obviously. Oh,
People
man.
don't understand that technology, you can't just take it from someone anymore.
No, yeah. Doesn't work that way anymore. I mean, you can take it, but it's not going to do you much good.
But to me, the most interesting part of the story is imagining this kid. I don't know why I assume he told his mom. It might have been his dad.
Right, could have been his dad, yeah.
There's no way he called the cops himself, right?
Right, no.
No way.
I can't imagine that he would. Not in that situation. He was too busy fucking crying.
I would not.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to tell anyone. She'd be like, I'm going to pretend that never happened. I learned a valuable lesson. No one needs to know about this. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. So, police in Tacoma, Washington could be in trouble for not giving this guy back his pot.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. This guy, Joseph Robertson, has a prescription for medical marijuana, and the cops arrested him and stole his pot. This was back in February. and the court has ordered them to give it back, but they won't. Yeah. The sheriff said if they want it, they can come and get it. This quote from the sheriff.
And then, did they show up?
I don't know, I'm sure the old man didn't just show up and get it. That's why he's bringing him to court over it. I don't know.
It's out there.
Yeah, I can't believe that. She's like, no. You know what I think it is? The sheriff smoked it.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why they can't give it back.
I can't give it back. I don't have it anymore.
We already destroyed that.
Yeah, we already got rid of that evidence. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's like, no. Also, I couldn't believe that the court ordered them to give it back. That blew my mind in the first place. And then for the sheriff to just be like, no, come and get it. If you want it, come get it.
I picture, in a courtroom like you'd see on TV, and he says his opening statement, and the judge is like, you know what? I'm gonna listen.
Right.
Let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, I want to see how this turns out.
Because you would assume that a judge, reads this and goes, no.
Yeah. I would think.
He must have been having a good day.
So, this 25-year-old woman broke into someone's house through the doggy door when she was all drunk.
Right.
And then got in their bathtub. Started taking a bath.
Wow.
Yeah. And until someone was like, What's going on here? What are you doing? Get out of my house, crazy lady.
Wow.
Yep. So, now she's in jail.
You remember when Brian did something like that, right?
I do remember being told about this.
That was pretty entertaining. But a bath, that's a new one.
But yeah, she went and took a bath. Didn't Brian go and, sleep in someone's bed?
First he made a sandwich.
First he made a sandwich. Oh, that's even better.
And then went and slept in their daughter's bed.
Yeah.
She wasn't home, luckily.
Luckily, she was not home. Yeah, that could have been worse.
I just realized my last dumb crime story is also in Florida.
Oh, nice.
Where a woman threw a kitchen knife at her boyfriend after he farted walking by her.
What?
Yeah.
Just threw a kitchen knife at him?
Apparently they were watching TV. He got up to go to the kitchen and farted on his way by. She got a knife and threw it at him.
That's ridiculous. Did she hit him with it? Was it good? Good shot?
Yeah, he had a wound in his stomach.
Oh, all right. Nice. Well, at least
and then she went outside and hit him with a stick.
Holy shit. He's bleeding outside trying to get to the hospital. She just starts beating him with a stick.
So we're at a tipping point. Anyway. Obviously, women are no longer taking it.
Yeah, apparently not.
So we're going to have to start being more careful about that shit.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't want to get stabbed.
Me neither.
I don't find it that funny.
Oh. It's funny when other people get stabbed.
No, I mean
but not
farting.
when I get stabbed. Oh,
It's not funny enough. It's not worth it.
oh, that's definitely not worth getting stabbed.
No.
No, not at all. There's plenty of women who just fart too.
Yeah.
I mean, they all fart, but you know what I'm saying. Some, whatever, will fart at you. In fact, I read this article before about this guy who went to a restaurant with his friend, and the waitress was, really nice, this girl, but after she took their order, she turned around and farted at them. And, continued to be nice, and they never brought it up, but he wasn't sure how much to tip her, because she farted at them.
I don't know if I would think about the tip, but I would be upset by that. Like, if I'm about to eat, that's just not cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was like after she took the order, so they wouldn't have food yet, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but you're sitting there waiting, thinking about food.
Waiting for food.
Smelling.
Yeah. Someone's fart.
Yeah, I don't care for that at all.
Yeah. So, I came across this to-do list online that really entertained me. The first thing on the list was wear a shirt that says life and hand out lemons on the street corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of
That's a
these
good
that I
time.
want to do.
What else you got?
Hire 2 private investigators and get them to follow each other.
Oh, yeah.
Major in philosophy and then ask people why would they like fries with that.
That just sounds like a burn.
This one's one of my favorites. Go into a crowded elevator and say, I bet you're all wondering why I've gathered you here today, with a straight face. I don't think I could pull that off, but I would love to.
Yeah, I would crack up.
Make vanilla pudding, put it in a mayo jar, and then eat it in public. Become a teacher, and then make a test where every answer is C, and then sit back and watch.
That would be entertaining.
Wait until someone's about to sneeze, and then right before they do, scream, Pika! Pika! Right?
Pokemon jokes.
Oh.
That's a good time.
Run into a store and say, what year is it? And then when someone answers, yell, it worked! And run around cheering. Buy a horse and then enter it. Oh, and call it Oscar takes the lead, and then enter it in a horse race. Yeah. Because they always say, this horse takes the lead.
Yeah.
Invite someone into your office, turn around in an office chair, and say, I've been expecting you. I would do that all the time if I worked in an office.
I mean,
change your name
just
to
do it in
Simon.
a swivel
and,
chair.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just do it in my room. Pretend it's my office. I'm gonna do that now.
Considering that you have your back to your door and you sit on a swivel chair.
Yeah, it's perfect, right? Perfect setup for that. Change your name to Simon and then speak in the third person all the time.
Yeah, that would.
I think that would annoy me way more than entertain me.
Good way to weird people out, though.
Yeah, that would be weird. This one's another one of my favorites. Buy a parrot and then teach it to say, "Help! I've been turned into a parrot." And this one I've actually seen. I've seen a video of someone doing this. where they follow a jogger around and then blast "Eye of the Tiger" from the car.
Hey, that was my idea.
Yeah, I saw
I was
a
doing that
video of
before it was
someone doing
cool.
that.
I had that mix CD in my Buick.
Yep.
I had Eye of the Tiger for joggers.
Yep.
I had the Jaws theme for walkers.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. I forgot about that one.
I remember one kid wanted to fight my car
Yeah. Yeah.
because I just shark attacked him.
Good stuff. The very last one on this list is Stacy's mom. Remember that terrible song?
You know what? It was a catchy song.
It was a catchy song, though. Yeah.
Do you know the name of the band?
I don't remember.
Fountains of Wayne.
Fountains of Wayne.
Yeah.
It's an interesting name.
Because I read a thing one time and it was just like, hey, want to hear this band that you've heard their song but you've never heard their
You
name?
don't. Yeah, you don't know what the name is. Yeah, sure, why not? Fountains of Wayne. Did they have any other good songs?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Or you might know their name.
Right, yeah, I might know the name of the song if it was good. Or the name of the band, even. Well, so this guy, Kevin Wilson, got really angry because the pastor refused to speak to him when he came to the church at 5 a.m. And so he drove his car through it. Yeah. Alright, got angry and drove his car through the church.
So he walks away from the door, gets in his car, starts it, goes, "What would Jesus do?"
That's my best guess. Yeah. I don't know. Because no one would talk to him.
I mean, what did he need to see the guy about?
It must have been really important. That's all I can figure.
Apparently.
It doesn't say, what he wanted to talk to him about. It just says that the pastor wouldn't talk to him.
It's just if someone believes that they need to talk to a pastor,
Right.
wouldn't they be against driving their car into a church?
That's what I would think, but I don't know.
This sounds pretty crazy.
He really needed to talk to someone about something, I guess.
Is the pastor sleeping with his wife?
Maybe.
Doesn't say.
Or his son. Oh.
That's the kind of reasoning I would make sense.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't drive through the wall because you really need to confess something.
Yeah.
And then I drove through the church wall. Yeah, I remember.
And also yeah, I remember.
God remembers too.
Yeah. He'll never forget. Right? So I'm sure they're probably gonna make him pay for getting the church fixed.
Yeah, most likely.
It's a dumb idea.
Wow. So, do you have a new favorite thing for this period of time?
I do. My favorite thing for this period of time, I don't even remember how long it's been, is a game called Hell Yeah! The Wrath of the Dead Rabbit.
That's one of my
It's a great
favorite
game.
things, actually, at this time.
Yeah. It's
It's
awesome,
pretty amazing.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a pretty simple game, just a side scroller, but it's really
About a rabbit
entertaining.
hell prince with a saw blade jetpack.
Yeah. The Ash, the skeleton bunny rabbit that just... Yeah, who has a jetpack that makes absolutely no sense, because it is. It's just a saw blade that goes around him. But
And he
somehow
uses
it's
it
also
to
a
drill.
jetpack. Yeah, drill through fucking rocks and stuff and kill enemies with it.
But
It
no
really makes
mistake,
no
we're not
sense.
being critical.
Right, no, it's great. It's terrific. I love it.
When you kill monsters, you send them to an island where they work as your slaves.
Yeah, you can make them mine and stuff.
Because it's hell.
Great. Yeah. All right,
Good
and
times.
the whole concept is that he's angry because somebody took pictures of him while he was in the bathtub with his rubber ducky.
And he's
And
embarrassed.
they posted it. Yeah, they posted it on the Helternet, and now he's embarrassed that all these monsters saw him with the ducky.
And what I don't get it is, like, he's going after them to get the pictures, but if they're on
Yeah.
the Helternet, maybe he doesn't
Right.
understand computers.
Yeah, he must not understand technology. I mean,
Anyway,
but yeah.
my favorite thing for this period of time between shows is Razer Comms.
Yes.
It's
We're
Is
actually
this-
using that right now.
we are using that right now. It's a new chat program from Razer for gamers, and I like it so far.
Yeah, me too.
They had another piece of software with it, Razer Game Booster, which
Yep.
you run your games through it, and it's supposed to increase your frame rate and decrease lag. And I think
Yeah.
it works pretty well.
Me too. Been liking it so far. They also have the video capture set up with the game booster.
Oh yeah,
So
that is really cool.
that's pretty cool. It's switching to the Razer Com with the game booster. It's like made it so I could eliminate other programs that I was using before.
Yeah,
So that's cool.
I used to have Fraps, got rid of that,
Yeah. Yep.
and we were using Skype, but it's so hardware intensive.
Yeah, it really is.
So
And
yeah,
so far
we
this
ditched
has
that
been
noise.
working fine.
Yeah, it's cool
It's
because
just in
it
beta
has,
right now.
Yeah, but it's free.
Yeah.
You could do group chat, instant messaging, regular one-on-one calls, everything pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know.
Right.
Check it out.
All right. So, in Chicago, at the O'Hare Airport, they're hiring 25 goats to eat the grass in certain
Huh.
areas that are hard to mow. Because, you know, they're like
Now-
inclines and stuff.
Hiring?
Well, they're, like, renting them from some people who own a goat farm. They're paying
Okay.
$20,000 to rent them for however long.
So they're paying these people
Yes.
to rent their goats out as slaves.
Basically, yes.
No, to eat
It would
grass.
be much better. Would be better if they were just giving the goats money. They just
And then
eat the
eat it
money too.
because they're goats.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it's a green thing, you know, I think.
Yeah. Also, it's like certain areas were harder to use the machines on, and they said it would
Yeah.
actually the $20,000 contract for the goats would actually be cheaper than using the machines to take care of these areas.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's just better overall, I guess.
No, I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. This was actually like the plot on Ed, Ed, and Eddie once. They used Ralph's goat to mow the lawns. Remember this?
Yeah. Rolf?
Ralph, right?
I don't know. He was weird.
Anyway.
That's about it, right?
Yeah, that's all we got time for. So.
Okay.
All right. Bye.